Firearm controllers, this is for you. One of the other ways that I judge you and know for sure that you cannot shoot is called weapon handling. If you cannot handle your weapon, the chances are of you shooting well are very small, very slim. You've never seen a pro shooter that cannot handle their weapon. Have you? No, I haven't. So what do we call this? We call this dry fire, practicing at home. A lot of us know this term dry fire, but not a lot of us actually practice. What does that mean, dry fire? Dry fire basically means you are pretending to shoot without using live ammo. So hence dry fire. So you start to use things like these things, like dummy rounds, and also start using your pistol as in like you're pretending to go shoot. Now, if you're on TikTok, this is where now the video ends for you, Askies. Go catch it on YouTube or Instagram. What is dry fire? Dry fire basically means that I am pretending to shoot, but I'm concentrating on certain things. So, for instance, like now, I just took out this magazine. That's dry firing. This is a purple mag. It's a weighted magazine. It kind of like gives you the same weight as if you got a fully loaded magazine with live fire. But as you can see, there's nothing in there. It's just a springy thing at the top, and it's just weighted. Some metal, I think it's inside there. So what am I doing when I'm dry firing? I'm teaching myself how to load my gun. Unload, load, unload, load, unload. And I do this while I'm watching TV, just easily, chilling. Like now, I'm dry firing. Right now, while I'm doing this video, this is a practice for me. Few things I'm doing. I'm moving the pistol around to make sure that my thumb can reach my magazine button. And also the other thing that I will do also is play around with slide lock, slide release, slide lock, slide release. All of these things. I'll be sitting there just watching TV casually and just teaching myself this feeling. Gun handling. The other thing that I will say people need to get to understand is how to rack a pistol. Racking the slide, right? This is what I call the keti, the slingshot. Thumb there, thumb there. You can see that there are serrations on here, these little cuts. They are there to help you to grab a pistol, right? So I'll use thumb and I'll squeeze with my pointy finger there. And the technique that I'm using is, this is my support hand, this is my shooting hand. So what am I doing? Support hand is pulling towards me. Shooting hand is pushing away from me. So I'm pushing with this one and I'm pulling with this one. And again, please be aggressive. If you're not going to be aggressive with your pistol, you're going to cause malfunctions. Remember, the slide, every time you shoot, it goes back at like 200 to 250 kilometers per hour backwards. So there's no way you will be able to break it with your hands. So be aggressive with it. Otherwise, you're also going to be causing malfunctions. I'll show you a few now. So learn the slingshot. Push, pull with your support hand. And again, aggressive, aggressive. And learn to do this over and over. What am I doing now? I'm dry firing. Another way then to wreck the slide is this one. 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3, and I press against my palm there on the each side of the slide. And again, same thing. This one pulls towards me, this one pushes away from me. Again, be aggressive. The other one that I like to do, it's this one. It's called a press check. I also use it for checking if my chamber is loaded or not. So I'll do this, but I also use it to rack the slide as well. A bit more dangerous this one, because if my fingers or hand slips, as you can see, I'm trying to demonstrate, it's easy that my meat can get stuck in there and that the slide will chomp it, and I need slices and stitches and whatnot. But the worst that's happened to me, I've had only like a blood blister. But again, something to understand that this can be slippery, your hands can be sweaty or just have water on, and then as you slide, it might slip and then end up chomping your hand in the chamber. And then I also use that one. So figure out a few ways that you can rack the slide. I see a lot of ladies use racking the slide like this as well. Again, this might slip, as you can see, and then my finger might land in there, and then the slide goes forward and it chomps, you see. So be careful. Gotta understand how to do this. The minute somebody's doing this, then I know, no weapon handling. They don't have the dexterity. They haven't been practicing. They haven't been dry firing. So please go dry fire. See how many ways can you rack the slide. What else can you do with dry firing for now? Yeah, slide lock, slide release. Learn how all of these controls work on your gun. Because again, you are a firearm controller. See, this is what you need to be good at first, firearm controller. What am I doing right now? I'm controlling my firearm. How else do I use these dummy rounds? I've loaded a few, I think there's 4 or whatever in there. And again, I'm wanting to be aggressive, right? So if I'm not aggressive, just check what happens. The gun goes out of battery. You see, then I can't shoot. Even if when you got a real bullet in here and I go like that, dead trigger. So that means now I have to either push it or rack again. But first I will check where it is. I can see the blue is in there. So now I know from here, I just need to push it forward and now it's in battery. So that's like one malfunction that you can get up to if you rack the slide like slowly like a pillow, you know. The second one is when you double feed. Let's see if I can do this one. Quite challenging sometimes because it wants to kick it out already. So it kicked it out already. But what you're trying to do is that sometimes you might find a bullet in there and another one right behind it. And then that's basically a double feed. It causes again by you racking the slide slowly. So the idea again is, how do you know if you're wrecking the slide with the right amount of aggression? Get dummy rounds, put them in there, and they should fly out just like that. And that is how you practice at home. This is what I dry fire all the time. I'll just load up a few of these and just dry and rack. Here's a good tip. If you're struggling to slide lock, especially with a brand new pistol, load an empty magazine and automatically it will slide lock. These are the things you practice at home, called dry fire, to learn your pistol. If you don't understand these things, how they work, what this button does, you still a firearm controller. Do you understand? So please learn how your pistol works. Learn the weapon manipulation. Know what to do, when to do it. Then I will say you are getting closer to becoming a shooter. Right, let's dry fire.